Welcome to the show, folks. Welcome to the main event. We're about to break down the most dominant athletes to ever grace their respective sports. We're talking jaw-dropping feats, legendary achievements, the kind of performances that leave you speechless. Get ready for heated debates, controversial takes, and maybe, just maybe, we'll come to a consensus on who truly reigns supreme. Let's dive in. First up, we got the queen herself, Serena Williams, 23 Grand Slam singles titles. Are you kidding me? This woman, this force of nature, dominated women's tennis for decades. She stepped on the court and opponents knew it was over before it even began. John McEnroe himself said, Serena is the greatest female athlete, maybe the greatest athlete, period. And you know what? He ain't wrong. She didn't just beat her opponents, she demolished them. Her serve, her power, her sheer determination, it was unmatched. Just ask Maria Sharapova, who Serena defeated a staggering 20 times. Domination? Oh, this was pure, unadulterated domination. Next up, we're diving into the pool with the most decorated Olympian of all time, Michael Phelps. 28 Olympic medals, 23 of them gold. This man wasn't human, he was a fish. He redefined what was possible in the water, shattering world records like it was nothing. Rowdy Gaines, the legendary swimming commentator, said it best. Michael Phelps is the greatest swimmer of all time, and it's not even close. You see him in the water, and it's poetry in motion. The way he glides, the power in his strokes, it's mesmerizing. And those underwater dolphin kicks? Forget about it. Phelps left his competition gasping for air, literally. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to talk about speed. Usain Bolt, the fastest man to ever walk the planet. The man transcended track and field. He must watch TV. 9.58 seconds in the 100 meters. Who else could even dream of running that fast? He wasn't just winning, he was toying with his competition. He'd be looking back at them with a smile on his face as he crossed the finish line. Carl Lewis, a legend in his own right, said Bolt was in a different stratosphere. And you know what? He was right. Chapter 4. Michael Jordan, the GOAT. Now let's talk about his airness. Michael Jordan, 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls, 6 finals MVPs, 10 scoring titles. This man was unstoppable. They called him Black Jesus for crying out loud. He was that good. Magic Johnson, another legend, said it best. There's Michael Jordan, and then there's the rest of us. Jordan's will to win was unmatched. He'd take over games, hit clutch shots, and shut down the other team's best player night after night. He was the ultimate competitor, the ultimate winner, the ultimate basketball player. Chapter 5. Tom Brady, the comeback kid, 7 Super Bowl rings, 7. Tom Brady defied father time and played at an elite level for over 2 decades. He's the epitome of consistency, leadership, and clutch performances. Peyton Manning, another quarterbacking great, called Brady the greatest of all time. And you know what? He might be right. This man, he engineered more comebacks than we have time to count. The Patriots were down 28-3 in the Super Bowl, and Brady brought them back. Who does that? Tom Brady, that's who. Chapter 6. Tiger Woods, the golf prodigy. Now let's talk about the man who revolutionized golf, Tiger Woods. 15 major championships, 82 PGA Tour wins, tied for first all time. Tiger's impact on the sport is immeasurable. Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear himself, said, Tiger has had a bigger impact on golf than anyone who's ever played, and he's not wrong. Tiger's dominance in the early 2000s was something to behold. He was winning majors by double digits, hitting shots that left people speechless. He was must-see TV, and he brought a whole new generation of fans to the sport. Chapter 7. Muhammad Ali, the people's champion. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer of all time, maybe the greatest athlete, period. He was more than just a fighter. He was a cultural icon, a voice for the voiceless. He stood up for what he believed in, even when it was unpopular. Sports Illustrated called him the sportsman of the century, and they were right on the money. Ali's trash talk was legendary. His footwork was poetry in motion, and his knockout power was undeniable. He took on all comers, from Sonny Liston to Joe Frazier to George Foreman, and he beat them all. Chapter 8. Wayne Gretzky, the Great One. Now let's talk hockey. Wayne Gretzky, the Great One. He's the NHL's all-time leading scorer by a mile, folks. Over 2,800 points. He's got more assists than anyone else has points. It's mind-boggling. Mario Lemieux, another hockey legend, called Gretzky the greatest player to ever lace up the skates. And you know what? He might be right. Gretzky's vision on the ice was unmatched. He knew where everyone was at all times, and he could thread the needle with his passes. He made everyone around him better, and he turned the Edmonton Oilers into a dynasty. Chapter 9. Roger Federer, the Swiss Maestro. Roger Federer, the Swiss Maestro, 20 Grand Slam singles titles. He's considered by many to be the most naturally gifted tennis player of all time. His grace on the court, his effortless style, it was mesmerizing. Rafael Nadal, one of Federer's biggest rivals, said, Roger is the most complete player I've ever faced. And you can't argue with that. Federer's rivalry with Nadal is the stuff of legends. They pushed each other to be better, and they gave us some of the greatest tennis matches ever played. Chapter 10. LeBron James, King James. LeBron James, King James. 4 NBA championships with 3 different teams, 4 MVP awards, he's been to the finals 10 times. The man is a force of nature. Magic Johnson, a Lakers legend, said, "LeBron is right up there with the best to ever do it." And he's got a point. LeBron's combination of size, speed, and basketball IQ is unmatched in today's NBA. He can score at will, dish out dimes like a point guard, and guard all 5 positions. He's a once-in-a-generation talent. Outro, who's your pick for the most dominant? So there you have it, folks. Our list of the most dominant athletes in their prime. We've got champions, record breakers, and cultural icons. It's a who's who of athletic greatness. But the question remains, who do you think was the most dominant? Did we get it right, or did we completely mess this up? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more action-packed content. We'll be back with more sports debates, controversial takes, and all the passion you can handle.